And we are not doing this only for women and girls. Misogyny is not good for men either. It is no liberation to be forced into navigating constant pressures to express or condone attitudes of hate. And for men who, for whatever reason, do not visibly comply with macho stereotypes, it can be especially painful and dangerous. For misogyny is deeply intertwined, not with healthy and confident identity, but with other defensive and fearful forms of discrimination, oppression and hate, including racism, homophobia and transphobia. That is why the attempt to co-opt the concept of misogyny as an insult against trans-inclusive feminists is both pathetically misguided and ludicrously ironic. For misogyny is foundationally connected to other patriarchal systems of violent and coercive control. Those include sexual violence and domestic abuse, but also conservative strategies of education and healthcare denial, not least denial of reproductive rights. It is important to be conscious of that wider picture as we face, as I am sure we will face, some quite virulent opposition to the report's recommendations. And just as we are mindfully conscious of that wider context of the patriarchy and the myriad inequalities it entrenches in every structure of our society, so we must be mindful, as others have already noted this afternoon, that legislation is not the only part of the solution. Structural change requires proactive and determined approaches across our social and cultural lives. Education and awareness raising are crucial, as are building collective and solidaristic behaviours and cultures that recognise intersections with other structures of power inequalities. As Helena Kennedy's report highlights over and over, women have said, something has to be done. So today's debate is an important milestone in this work, in a journey that I hope and trust will result in real and significant change in our law, because such change needs to happen and needs to happen now. It will resonate not just through Scotland, but far beyond, showing what is possible for a parliament that takes equality seriously. I look forward to working with my fellow MSPs and our wider civil society to make that legislation the best it can possibly be, normalising a culture of respect and dignity, protecting the rights and enhancing the well-being of all women, both cis and trans, gaining widespread support among all genders, communicated and understood as both a symbol of and a tool for a healthier, a safer and a happier Scotland.